Right now, at this very moment, there is a battle being fought over your life. You can't see it. You can't hear it. You don't even know it's happening. But Archangel Michael does. And he's been standing between you and an attack that was designed to take you out. Not physically, but spiritually, emotionally, mentally. An attack so subtle, so calculated, so invisible that you would have never seen it coming. But God did. And that's why you're hearing this message today. Because you need to know what's been happening in the realm you can't see. Some of you listening right now have felt off lately. Not sick. Not exactly depressed. Just heavy. Drained. Like something's been pressing down on your spirit that you can't quite name. You've been having thoughts you don't normally have. Doubts about yourself. Doubts about your purpose. Doubts about whether God is even with you anymore. You've been more irritable than usual. More anxious. More tired even when you're sleeping enough. Small things have been setting you off. Conversations that should be simple suddenly turn into arguments. Decisions that used to be easy now feel overwhelming. And you've been asking yourself, asterisk, what's wrong with me? Why am I like this? Asterisk. But here's what you haven't considered. What if it's not you? What if something or someone has been targeting you? There's a war happening that most people don't talk about. Not a war with guns or armies. A war in the spiritual realm. A war between light and darkness. Between God's plan for your life and the enemy's plan to destroy it. And the enemy doesn't always attack you the way you'd expect. He doesn't show up with horns and a pitchfork. He doesn't announce himself. He attacks in whispers. Asterisk, you're not good enough. Asterisk. Asterisk, you'll never change. Asterisk. Asterisk, God's disappointed in you. Asterisk. Asterisk. This is as good as it gets. Asterisk. He attacks through discouragement, through distraction, through people who suddenly turn cold toward you for no reason. He attacks by making you feel isolated, even when you're surrounded by people. He attacks by stealing your peace. Not all at once, but little by little, until one day you wake up and realize you haven't felt like yourself in months. And here's the scariest part. Most people never realize they're under attack until it's too late. They think it's just stress, just a bad season, just life being hard. But it's not. It's a strategic assault designed to pull you away from your purpose, your faith, and your destiny. But here's what the enemy didn't count on. Archangel Michael, the warrior, the protector, the one who stands at the front lines of every spiritual battle fought over God's children. And he's been fighting for you. Asterisk every single day asterisk. In ways you'll never fully understand. You thought that sudden phone call that stopped you from making a terrible decision was coincidence. It wasn't. Michael redirected your steps. You thought that person who randomly hurt you and walked away from your life just got tired of you. They didn't. Michael removed them because they were being used as a weapon against your peace. You thought that door closing, the one you prayed so hard would open, was God saying no. It wasn't. Michael shut it because what was on the other side would have destroyed you. You've been protected in ways you'll never see. From accidents that almost happened but didn't. From people who had plans to hurt you but couldn't follow through. From thoughts that could have led to choices that would have ruined your life. Michael has been your shield when you didn't even know you needed one. So let me tell you what the invisible attack actually is. It's not one big event. It's not some dramatic moment of spiritual warfare that you'd recognize immediately. It's the slow, steady erosion of your faith, your joy, your peace, and your hope. It's the enemy trying to convince you, through 1,000 tiny lies, that God has abandoned you, that your prayers don't matter, that you're too broken to be used, that your best days are behind you. And if he can get you to believe those lies, he doesn't need to destroy you himself. You'll do it for him. You'll stop praying, stop believing, Stop trusting. Stop fighting. And that's exactly what he wants. But beloved, that's not what God wants. And that's why Michael is standing guard. Because God sees what the enemy is trying to do. And he's not going to let it happen. Here's what I need you to understand today. You are not going crazy. You are not falling apart. You are not losing your mind. You are under attack. But you are not losing. Because Archangel Michael doesn't fight battles he can't win. And if God assigned him to protect you, it's because there's something in you that the enemy is terrified of. Something powerful. Something anointed. Something that, when fully activated, will shake the kingdom of darkness. That's why the enemy wants to stop you now before you step into it. But he's too late. Because you're still standing. You're still breathing. You're still believing. And that means Michael is doing his job. So today, I want you to stop blaming yourself for feeling the way you've been feeling. Stop thinking you're weak because you've been struggling. Stop believing the lie that you're alone in this fight. You're not alone. You never were. And the very fact that you made it to this message, right now, at this exact moment, is proof that Michael has been guiding your steps all along. If this message found you today, it wasn't by accident. God wanted you to know, you are protected, you are covered, and you are not fighting this battle alone. Archangel Michael is standing guard, and no weapon formed against you will prosper. Stay with this message. Let it sink deep into your spirit. It may be exactly what your soul needed today.